This is Mechatronics, MCHE 357, Assignment 3, Part 1. We were supposed to create a circuit that turns on and off an LED with the press of a button and adjust the brightness with a potentiometer. When the brightness is at a max level, get the serial monitor to display I love Mechatronics. And when the brightness is at the minimum, get the serial monitor to display I love Mechatronics even in the dark. Here is the setup of my board with the ESP32 connected. I have a button that has a 1K resistor connected to ground to it. The other part is connected to the 5-volt positive, and then this part is connected to the 14 input on the extension board. For the light, I have a 220 ohm resistor connected to ground to the light, and then the other side is connected to the light to the 9 input for the extension board. And then for the potentiometer, I have the ground connected to ground, the input connected to input, and then the supply pin in the middle connected to the 18th input in the board. Here's my code. You have the input of designating each pin, button, and potentiometer to a certain input on the extension board of the ESP32. You have the serial begin, the serial monitor connected to the same as the code for the serial monitor as 9600, same as here, 9600. And then you keep going, and it has reading the potentiometer value, has the max and min potentiometer values. It knows when the button is pressed, and when the button is pressed, it will read at a max value I love Mechatronics, and at a minimum value I love Mechatronics even in the dark. So I'm going to verify the code. And now I'm going to upload it to the board. Alright, so it's done uploading. So I'll turn the button off to begin. So when you press the button, the LED light comes on, and then as you turn the potentiometer to its max state, it'll read I love Mechatronics. And when you turn the potentiometer to its lowest state, it reads I love Mechatronics even in the dark. This is part 2 of the homework. We were supposed to set up a circuit that meets the following constraints. Part A, button 1 turns a red LED on and off. Part B, button 2 turns a blue and green LED on and off, opposite to one another, where only one can be on at a time. Part C, button 3 turns all LEDs off. And part D, button 4 changes the brightness of all LEDs to the following levels: 25%, 50%, and 100%. Here is my circuit. For each button, I have the input connected to the 5 volt for each, and a 1K ohm resistor for the other prong on each. And then I have the input sides. For the red, it's connected to 42. For the blue, it's connected to 45. For the yellow, it's connected to 47, and for the green, it's connected to 20. And then for the LEDs, I have each prong on the right side connected to a 220 ohm resistor for the red, blue, and green. And then on this side, I have each prong connected to a input. So the red is connected to the 15, the blue is connected to the 14, and the green is connected to the 46. Here's my code, calling out each of the, or assigning each button and LED to an input, creating the button inputs and the outputs for the LEDs, creating a loop, setting them initial, and then this is the first code for the red button, saying how when it's pressed, LED is on, when it's not, it's off. For the blue button, this controls the blue and green LED. When it's pressed the first time, the blue lights up. When it's pressed the second time, the green lights up. And when it's pressed the third time, both lights go off. This is the yellow button. This is for when the red LED and either the blue and green are on. This button will turn them off. And then for the green button, this is when the red and the blue or green is on, and it'll change its percentages from 25 to 50 to 100% brightness. All right, so I'm going to verify it first. All right, and now I'm going to upload it to the board. Okay, so it should be all uploaded. All right, so first I'll press the red button. That turns the LED red on. Second time turns it off. Now for the blue button, first press turns the blue LED on. Second press turns the green LED on. And third press turns them both off. So now I'm going to turn the red and the blue LEDs on. And the third button should turn both of them off. So let's see. And then I'll turn the red and the blue. I'll turn the red and the green on this time. So this third button should change the percentage of brightness. So this 25%, that's 50%, and that's 100%.